Hey, how you doing? This is JJ from Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction in beautiful Largo, Florida. This will probably be my last video from Largo as I am moving, and I'm moving to Seminole, which is just one city away. I'm still right here between Clearwater and St. Pete, beautiful west coast of Florida. Today's topic: should you have your detail shop or detail supplies or mobile detailing area set up in your garage? And the point being is, as I take you into what I decided after using my garage, was that I'm going to take you kind of from edge to edge of my room. I've got this room set up with some shelves that I put in. You might notice that I've got plastic over everything, including the ceiling. I've got foil over the windows. There is foil over these windows behind this shelving also. Oops, sorry about getting my finger in there. And what I found is, and the point of this video also to commemorate the last viewing of what has been a great room for me. This is about a 10 by 14 room. It's just a extra room off this house that I have been living in for 22 years. And what I found was that in the garage, I had to keep everything extremely clean. This is very important. Sorry to show you nothing there as I'm kind of thinking. But I was getting things that I just had to keep everything in plastic bins like this. It would get dust. You're out on a job, you're doing some detailing, and what happens? Well, you set stuff down, they get a little bit of dirt on the bottom of the bottles. You know, you've got your polish, you know, that you're working with, you're setting it down on the driveway or whatever, the bottoms get dirty. And then I was cleaning everything, but then I'm putting it away on a shelf in the garage, and it's got a little bit of dust. You pick that stuff up on your hands or on your gloves. You know, whatever the case may be. And again, my main point is you've got to keep clean. You've got to have a, you know, I think almost sterile environment where when I get done using bottles now and I've got things packed up in these boxes and I'm out on a mobile job here, I put everything in the sink when I get home and I wash and clean all my bottles. I also will pop the tops off and I will clean out all of the you know, polish, residue, everything that is in. I will take my spray bottles. Here's one with purple power, and I will shoot them into the sink and run clean water through them. Can't stress enough how important this is for these gaskets. By the way, these Master Blaster bottles from Walmart, really, really good. And you can see here, 5-year guarantee. I have had 0 issues with these bottles. So just a little tip for you out there. So I'm sure all of you, no matter if you just have a few cleaning, detailing products and you're just an enthusiast, or maybe you're a beginner, but you know, you want to get organized. You know, I've got my book here that I go out on jobs and you know, quote people. I've got my carry bag. I've got, you know, my paint depth gauge, and, you know, I'll do a little rinseless wash on a spot and, you know, just kind of start the process when I meet someone so that I can really look at their paint. And then, of course, like you keep things separated, right? Here's everything for glass. There's everything for wheels, blah, blah, on and on, on and on. Gloves, fallout removers, all kinds of protectants, wax and grease removers. I've got this. You may do the same, but I've got aggressive polishes like my 3M rubbing compound, and I just go right down the line with aggression, because as I'm approaching different types of paint, that's what I'm thinking about. How aggressive is it? This polish from Drive Auto Appearance, it doesn't come with a spray bottle. At least I don't think it does, but I switched it over to a much better bottle that allows me to get the product out a lot better. I've got a lot of other products, of course, big tall bottles that won't quite fit various things, glass, leather, cat litter buckets. I don't know if you might have cats or know someone that does, but those buckets are awesome. And as I pack up this room, I'm actually going to use them to pack. They're stackable, which is nice. Just going to give you a little tour. I went to a used office supply place in St. Petersburg, and they just have racks and lights and all kinds of things. And I picked up this spinning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level. They're all adjustable. And I kind of partially dry my microfiber in low heat, and then I let the rest of the drying here. Same with my mitts. I throw them in for a little bit, but you don't want to degrade the microfiber by getting it hot or, going too long with it. They had racks like this. You put them together and you can stack them. They are infinitely, buildable. It's like an erector set, right? So anyway, this is my room. Here, you might do something like this if you're looking for hints on how you can keep all your microfibers separated. I've got my clean ones are in the clean. When I've got them and they're dirty, they go in the dirty, although I am pretty good about washing them right away. Mediocre towels that have been used they're okay for some paint, but you're not going to want to, go hard on different paint. Maybe the door jambs, things like that. Here's my C microfibers and towels. You can probably see I've got some terry cloth, things like that. Then I've got my drying towels up here. I've got my, kind of premium ones. I've got a bunch of Minx towels and a bunch of Eagle Edgeless for doing rinseless washing. I've got my drying towels, and actually underneath that's wash mitt bag. This is my Ultra towels, where I've got brand new Minx that I haven't even used yet because I stocked up on them. I've got a steamer. I've got a big steamer over there. It's the McCullough. I think it's a 1375 if I'm right on the numbers. I'm not going over every single thing that I've got in here. I've got my Rug Doctor. I've got things. There's my pressure washer. My vac. Love that little creeper. I actually bought this from Walmart. Real comfortable to move around on. But the basic gist of this is my last little tour of this room that I worked so hard. I had some ceiling problems up here. I replaced some wood. I took this plastic sheeting and I made a sterile environment, and it was the best thing. It was the best decision I ever made. Sure, it took a little time. I foiled out the windows to keep the sun out, because you don't want them fading your microfiber towels and such, right? But to have a dedicated room that is pretty much a sterile room, so my microfiber's not picking up dust and things like that. It was just something great. I saw a few others that have done that. Picked up some cheap shelving at a thrift store. I think these were like 20 bucks a piece. And anyway, I'm about to rip all this down and move on. So I will be having a proper garage. It's not a beautiful garage, and it's a single car garage, but it's got a lot of built-in wooden shelving. And I thank you for being along for the journey with me. And I'm going to be sad tearing this place apart, because it was really, like I said, the best move I ever made was to make a dedicated room in the house for all of your detailing supplies. Now, if you're just an enthusiast or a beginner, you certainly don't have to, you know, you're not going to have this much equipment. But just wanted to kind of show you what I did. Maybe it'll jog a few ideas with you. If you have any questions or comments, please like, please subscribe, comment down below, share this with someone. You might, you know, they might be thinking about, well, should I take that room and just make a dedicated room? Do it. It's awesome. So again, thanks for being with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you probably next time, either out on location or at my new place in Seminole, Florida. Okay, thanks a lot.